Alright guys, coming back at you with another Intune deployment. This time we're going to be doing a Revit update. So we'll see the main differences here are more around how you set up an Intune. We're doing the 2026.0.1 update. So show you my PowerShell script. It's actually for these updates not that different than the main installs. Except you're not unzipping anything. You're literally just copying the exe file. In my script, I copy it to that C Autodesk folder and run it from there. And then just do the dash quiet. It goes pretty quickly. So depending on the update. So I'm actually testing my script now. The update's running in the background. You'll see it kind of kick off in a second. But it's pretty simple here. The main thing that's going to be different is in Intune. This is where we're going to use some of the required and detection stuff. So we'll get to that as soon as we see that this runs and installs fine, and we can grab the registry keys. So there's that. Close my PowerShell script or actually just minimize it. But you can see same kind of setup. We got our input Autodesk folder. Inside here we just have our update file. So that copies over to the C drive. So since it's running from there, not this folder, we can go ahead and package this up in a different PowerShell. So I'm going to go ahead and do that while that's running. So go to our Intune folder, launch our app utility. And realizing I didn't name my file right. Okay. So let's go in and add this real quick. So this update's, I think, like a gig, a little bit more. Yeah, about a gig and a half. So that's going to be the size of your package. Nothing too crazy. We see it's installing over here. And mainly, I always do the install so that we have our registry keys so we know. So we'll be able to find those. There's a few different places for Revit. I actually like to, for the updates, depending on if it makes a new key, come up here to target the specific key. Now it's probably a little bit early on, but it's starting to show up. So you can already see the release update. So for Revit, it does a nice clean under here when you roll out the releases. So it's just going to make a line of them. Like on another computer where I have all my installs, you'll see like 2024 and it's got 1.1 through 1.8. And these I feel are great because they don't necessarily change like some of the uninstall keys can. So I use these a lot for Revit, especially for updates. So we're going to let that run. Looks like it's still going. We're going to so we got our package going. Obviously we need that to kind of do the next steps. So we're going to let that go. So I'm going to show you an example. Here's 2024 3.1. So here you can see for installed 67, for not installed 47. So basically, we go to our properties. You can see that we have it set to detect Revit 2024, and as long as that's there, it's going to run the install. So any machine that 2024 has not been detected on, it will basically not run. it'll say that the requirement isn't there, show you that in your list, and you're good to go. This is why we make updates available for all machines. What does that do? By adding all devices here, it's a constant check. So if someone does go ahead and update or install, say, Revit 2024, the second it's got a positive install, Intune's going to say, hey, this is a required update, and go and push it down. So you're automatically kind of jumping through the hoops. You don't need users to then run an update, run something else, run something else. You just, once they install the main app, these come down. And you can see here we've superseded some other updates. What that means is those will go kind of dormant. We keep them in Intune in case we ever have to go back to one, but basically once they're superseded, they're not installing as well. They're just kind of done up there, but we keep the installs around because you never know. So there's that. So we're going to kind of follow this build out when we create our new app. So that's done. Get our Win32. Go and upload. Now, if you've done some of the other packages, you know, depending on when you're putting up your Intune, so let's close this. You may note that looks like our install is done. It could take a while. If you did the Revit 2026 or even I think InfraWorks, that was 7 or 8 gigs. I mean, I've had uploads depending on what else is going on in Microsoft's cloud take a couple hours. It just varies. But we're gonna go ahead and grab this. So Revit 2026. I can't type today. So, and then go here, go to Revit updates, and just kind of grab what was updated to toss in my release notes. This lets me have it for future as well. And then we also will grab that information link and put it down here. So publishers Autodesk. I'll grab what the app version is after the update. So we'll grab, you know, like this, and just add it in. For our categories, because we do updates and keep them separate so people can filter, we do that for a category. I will grab the icon again just in case. Oh, I went too big on that. And I probably already have this icon, but you know, just grabbing a clean one. So I know it's the latest one. Next, we got our PowerShell. So you're gonna put in the name of your PowerShell, which we can grab from our folder. We don't want to type it in manually. And again, just watch your spaces when you copy and paste. For this one, just because of the way Revit is, once it updates now, the new way the updates are, you're basically uninstalling the whole program, not necessarily a patch. So we'll leave that as none. Alright, so here's, well, let's do the detection rule first, and then we'll do the dependencies. So we're going to go to a registry key. We're going to grab this. Value name. RxID. And we'll do a string comparison equals that. Again, you can do whatever you want for detection rule. I just find the registry keys work best. So here's where we do our dependencies. Go ahead and add. This is going to bring up your list of apps. So this is Revit 2026. So we're going to click that, select it, automatically install. Please say no. If you had this on yes and set it to every machine as a requirement, it's going to pull this down and run it before it runs the update. So if you just want it to detect that it's there, say no to the automatic install. Supersedence, if you're superseding another update, you would add the previous update here, just so it knows this is taking its place. So again, we assign this to all devices, make it available for all users, and it's going to do the check. I don't think anybody's really installed 2026 yet, so this is going to sit at 0 installs basically, because it'll run through and basically see that no one has it, and it'll say there's no need for that. So we got this. We're going to go ahead and create. It's going to upload, and that's pretty much how you handle updates for main apps in Intune. Thanks.